everybody. Just want to let everyone know that the last Lost Judgment stream is going to be happening probably the next day or two. Not sure yet, but I'll make sure to put up a post about it with plenty of time to spare. I was going to finish it on the last stream, but I only got chapters like 11 and 12 done. And so for the final stream, I guess I will do a lot of side stuff, because I'm sure the last chapter won't be that long. So I'll probably start off with a lot of side stuff. So if anyone wants to check out the end of the game, probably not though. If you haven't played it already, then you probably wouldn't, but if you played it already, then maybe you will. I've enjoyed the game. I really like the story. I liked it more than Judgment so far. But I am glad to move on from the Ryuga Gotoku games. Been streaming a lot of Yakuza games, pretty much the entire series over the last year. I've really taken my time to do that, streaming that. So yeah, I am tired of playing those games. Not because I don't like them, I love those games, but I'm tired of streaming them. I would probably play them privately, but I am tired of streaming them because they're not really great for streaming, to be honest. The cutscenes are incredibly long and frequent. And honestly, the gameplay itself, there's not a whole lot of it in comparison, like, to how much cutscenes you have to sit through. So, there's not a whole lot to react to. It kind of gets dull after a while. And I imagine people probably don't want to see me stream that shit anymore. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, based on the lack of turnout lately. Maybe it's time to either revisit some old games that I haven't played in a while that people actually did show up to, or maybe find some new shit to stream. I don't know. I don't really have any plans. I thought about revisiting some games that I haven't played in a long time. Maybe some of those. I also saw that putting up Kingdom of Amalur, the remaster, putting that on PS Plus for November. I've never played that. I don't know why, I just never got around to it. But it's gonna be on PS Plus, so maybe I might do that. I don't know how good that's gonna be though. Because like, I know it's an RPG, but I don't really know that much about it. It's an RPG, that's all I know. So, for all I know, it might be terrible for streaming. It might be... I don't know how to explain it, like... It might be fun to play privately, you know, if like I'm taking my time with it and just chilling and playing it at a slow pace. But maybe it might be that type of game where it might be boring for someone to watch someone else play it. I don't really know. I've never played The Last of Us. Both of the games are on PS Now, so I thought about playing those, but I don't really know. I also read somewhere, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I read somewhere that Final Fantasy IX is going to be put on PS Now. I don't know if that's 100% true. I haven't even finished Final Fantasy VII, my streams for that. I think I'm nowhere near finished for that, I don't know. I've got a long way to go. But it's possible I might play 9 if it's available on PS Now, I don't know. I totally dropped playing Saints Row 2. I was playing that. When I switched over to Twitch, like, I don't even know when that was. A month ago? A month and a half? 2? I don't know. Nonetheless. I haven't played Saints Row 2 in a while because I was playing Judgment. Or how long have I been playing Judgment? I have no idea. It's been a few weeks. Definitely less than a month. Because I've actually gotten through Lost Judgment pretty quickly. I'd say it's only been a handful of streams, maybe a little bit more than that. I don't know why I don't open my Twitch. Whenever I talk about this stuff, I always have my Twitch closed. I feel like I should have that open. Or, you know, my YouTube. That would probably be a good idea. And see... Fuck, I forgot to put that shit in a playlist, didn't I? Yeah, I forgot to put my Lost Judgment VODs into a playlist because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. When did I start doing that? Let's see here. October 14th, so it's been 2 weeks. Wow, really? So really, it's only been 2 weeks since I stopped playing Saints Row. No. I'm getting really confused here. I was thinking it's been longer than that. Yeah, it has been longer than that. It's been a month since I played Saints Row. I only did 3 streams over on Twitch, and then I uploaded the VODs to YouTube. September 27th, that was when I stopped playing Saints Row 2. And then, yeah, what I did was I replayed Judgment, because I haven't played that in like a year. So I replayed Judgment. Oh my gosh, there's dogs outside. I fucking hate those dogs. I seriously cannot tell you how much I fucking hate those dogs. Well, it looks like my microphone's not picking that up, according to this bar here. It's just my voice. But I can hear them, and they're fucking annoying. I hate them. They got those little tiny Chihuahua dogs, yappy. Whenever they like see other dogs, they just freak the fuck out. It's like, shut the fuck up. They're cute, but they're fucking annoying. Let's see. Yeah, so I started playing Judgment again. How many streams did I do for that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 6 streams for that. And then 2 weeks ago, I started Lost Judgment. And I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I've done 7. Because I've taken my Judgment, I was just replaying it, so I skipped most of the side stories, unless it forced me to do a side story. Skip most of that, just blaze through the main story. And that way I can get into Lost Judgment. So I got one more chapter left. I'm pretty excited to finish that, not only to see how it ends, but also just I'm tired of playing Ryuga Gotoku games. I really am. I'm not tired of playing them, I'm just tired of streaming them. I want to make that distinction. Just tired of streaming them because I feel like they're just not good for streaming at all. There's a lot of games that I've played over the last couple years that I felt were a mistake to stream. I should have just played those privately. But yeah, I guess those are just sort of things you learn as you go. Like, some games just don't work. They're just not fun to stream. They're just I don't know how to explain it. For whatever reason, for many different reasons, like, they just don't work for a stream. Like, for example, like, there's some games, like, that just maybe have too much grinding, or too much downtime, or lengthy cutscenes where you're just sitting there watching a cutscene forever. Or maybe some games have, like, extremely long loading screens, which can be pretty annoying. Especially if they're frequent. I'm thinking of Final Fantasy 15. I think that was an okay game to stream, because actually quite a bit of people turned out for that one. So I guess with the loading screens, I did complain a lot about how long they were, but at the same time, a lot of people did show up for that when I played that game. And same with Final Fantasy 7. Guess I gotta play more Final Fantasy games. Although, when I played Final Fantasy 7, the original, fucking, that didn't do shit. People showed up for the remake and for 15, but for the original, people were like, who gives a fuck? Which I guess I could totally understand that, but I figured there might be an audience for that. Then again, I was playing that on YouTube. I wonder if I played that on Twitch, if the outcome would be different. I don't know, maybe not. I don't have high hopes for that. I don't know, I kind of got burned out on that too, though, because there's just too much grinding and trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going, because it's one of those old games that they don't really guide you, really, so you sort of have to just fumble around and figure out where you're going, and you gotta look up guides and shit, which is really annoying when you're in the middle of a, live stream and you're sitting there looking stuff up to try to figure out where the fuck you're supposed to go next, and that's just a pain in the ass. Anytime I have to look up something to to figure out what I'm doing next, that's not a good game for live streaming. It's got to be a game that is very straightforward, has a lot of action, has a lot of things that I can react to. Yeah, because if it's something where I'm just like sitting around, there's lots of just downtime or grinding, not a lot of exciting shit going on the screen, and I have to like stop and like look shit up because I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Yeah, that's honestly why I don't play a lot of these old games, because a lot of old games are kind of like that, where they don't really hold your hand on that shit, which I guess is fine, but if you're trying to stream shit and you get stuck somewhere, that's not fun. That's not fun when you're live and you're stuck at a certain part and you're just like, okay, well now I don't know what to do, and it's either I just end the stream or I take time to like look up shit, and it's like, that's not good. Not good at all. Yeah, so maybe I'll go back to Saints Row 2. Maybe I will start The Last of Us. Maybe I'll do the Kingdoms of Amalur game. One of those. Maybe I will put up a poll on the community tab. Put up a poll of a handful of different games and see if anybody even bothers to vote for anything. My prediction is that I'll put it up and there won't really be that many votes, if there's any votes at all. That community tab is useless. I thought that would be really cool to have that, and I was excited that I was able to get it finally, and it turns out it doesn't really do anything if your community doesn't give a shit about your community tab. There's no need for a community tab if you don't really have a community. Just sort of, I just have subscribers out there in the ether that comment on some of my videos or pop in on some of my live streams just to say hello, and then they disappear as fast as they came in, and I don't even have a chance to really acknowledge their presence and chat with them. So honestly, I feel like I should change the name of this from Chatting with Johnny to Johnny's just talking to nobody, just fucking throwing his voice out into the ether. That's pretty much what the channel is, both YouTube and Twitch. I do shit and I throw it out in the ether, and some people see it, but there's no real like community. I don't have a community. I do at various points. At various points, I'll have like a little community, and things seem kind of cool, and then after a while, people disappear, and then I replace them with new people. And there's a new group of people that stick around for a while, and then they disappear. I think I'd have to look into my analytics, but I think there's certain times of the year, I think, where I, feel like things just die. Yeah, definitely. I think things during the summer were pretty good, and I think that might be the point, that things in like, late spring, early summer are pretty good, and then it starts getting late summer, early fall, and things start dying down. Because I think it was about 3 months ago that I noticed things start dying down, and yeah, that makes total sense when you think about it. And I'm thinking maybe things might pick up again around New Year's. Just maybe it will. It is something that I've noticed in the past. Around the holidays, you might see like a spike. Well, I'll see like a little spike in viewers, and then after the holidays, I don't know, like if it starts to get like really cold and people are staying indoors more often, maybe that might be it. And then for summer, yeah, you have lots of people who be like, fuck that, I'm going outside, it's nice outside, it's summer. But then you also have plenty of people who, maybe you have people who are not in school or university, and maybe they're on summer break, and they're maybe not the type of people that like to go outside and go places. Maybe they like to stay indoors. Plenty of people like that. So I feel like that's why summertime, things are decent. And then during like cold months, it's not really cold yet. I feel like when it starts to get really, really cold, people will stay indoors more often and probably check out streams. I don't know. I am very disappointed though, because like there's a lot of people that I enjoyed having around. It always sucks. It's always nice having new viewers, but it always sucks that they're basically replacing viewers that have left. It would be nice if the people who were there already would actually stick around, and then when new people come in, they're not just coming in like, oh, who's this guy? You know, instead they can come in and there's already people there going like, hey, what's up? Welcome to the group. So that really sucks, and frankly, it makes me look like shit when people stop showing up, and then when new people come in, it looks really bad on me. It would look a lot better on me if there was already a small community there to welcome new viewers, so I don't have to do it alone. But yeah, what can you do? There's nothing you can really do about it except keep going or give up. And trust me, I've really thought about it. I don't actually know if anybody actually listens to these things. Probably not. I put them up. I assume somebody listens to some of it. Probably not all of it. Definitely not all of it. In case there is anybody out there, one or two people that might listen to most of this or all of it, then you know by now, my frustrations. I don't like to talk about them on live streams when I'm playing the game. I like to just, you know, have some drinks and play the game and commentate on it and enjoy it, even if either nobody is watching or maybe some people pop in once in a while. Try to not let it show on camera, but it's really difficult because a lot of times it does show on camera, the frustration. You see it on my face, you can hear my voice. I get really irritated at the game. You know, I guess, you know, start getting like really impatient. And the longer the stream goes on, the more kind of you can sort of see it. So like I'm thinking lately, like maybe I should like do more off-camera streams when I do games and shit. Do more off-camera streams and do shorter streams. Like I only stream like once or twice a week, so when I do them, I try to make them as long as I can. Because I don't want to be doing like 20 streams for one game. You know, I want to move on to other games. So when I do stream once or twice a week, usually it's twice, I try to make the stream as long as I can and get through as much of the game as I can, because I want to get through that game and stream other games. A lot of times stuff I haven't played before or I haven't played in a long time. I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, okay, yeah, but like, yeah, I've been thinking like I should do like short, maybe 2-3 hour off-camera streams, but more frequently. Yeah, maybe just more frequently, but less time on each one. Instead of doing like 2 streams a week where it's like 6 to 8 hours or more, maybe 10 hours, instead do like daily streams off camera for like 2 hours maximum, and just like, I don't know, pop in and out. Of course, that means it's less likely people are going to show up, but it's already like that. I do an 8-hour stream and it's not good. So more than likely a 2-hour off-camera stream is probably going to perform even worse, but I don't know. I don't want to quit streaming, but at the same time, it's really not good for me to do an 8-hour on-camera stream, and then it just frustrates me. And the other thing is I don't like being on camera. I like streaming, but I don't really like being on camera. I wish I could just stream off camera all the time, but people don't really like that as much. And yeah, I'm not really, you probably notice I drink quite a bit when I'm on camera, which is why I don't stream every day, because that would be horrible. So I stream like once or twice a week, so because I drink on camera, because I like to get drunk when I'm on camera, because I don't like streaming sober. I can't imagine how people fucking stream for like 8+ hours a day sober. That's nuts. Like for me, I'm just like, dude, I feel uncomfortable on camera for long periods of time. I could probably handle it for a little bit, but wouldn't take long for me to be like, man, I really need a drink right now. Because, like, if I'm just sober and I'm on camera and I'm playing a game, I'm just, like, playing it and not even reacting to it. And it's just like, that's kind of boring. When I start drinking, I'm all like, woohoo, yeah, you know, getting excited and shit. So, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna start doing some off-camera streams. And then that's when people are gonna be like, hey man, no camera? Why don't you have a camera on? And I'm like, because people don't show up. Mostly the people who ask these things. It's always hilarious. It's always hilarious. The same people ask every time. Like, they'll stop showing up to my streams for a long time, and then I start going off camera, and that's when they decide to join. So yeah. Anyways, guys, Lost Judgment stream in the next day or two, and I'll let you know on the community tab on YouTube when I'm going to be doing it. It's going to be at twitch.tv/JohnnyInJapan, and I will see you in 1 or 2 days. See ya.